So beautiful story. A shliach just asked me to go visit a boy who was inside the... He was admitted because of mental health. He had an issue. He always has it. He's bipolar. And he didn't take his meds or something like that. So I biked over because I'm very close. And I like the way it's very organized. A lot of shluchim are very rational. And this boy is about tshuva from a nice, wealthy, traditional family, very well-to-do. They have properties in Manhattan and stuff, but they're out here in Los Angeles. And the shliach said, "Okay, you come take care of this issue." So I did, and then it reminded me of something that just happened recently with in the group. There's a video. I'm dancing with a woman who is a meshachist, and she believes in the Rebbe's prophecies. She takes the Rebbe literally. And this woman got angry because she's a Moroccan Lubavitcher woman. And you have to understand the context of her family tradition, how she was raised. She's not from a modern family, you know, a modern family that sees women and sexuality and all these things in a more educated way. So she says, "You think that you're going to become a celebrity by dancing with this woman?" Number one, no, I'm not trying to be a celebrity by dancing with her. I'm already a celebrity. And when I was there, a lot of Chassidish young Gelite were telling me that they like my channel, which I was very taken aback because my channel is not... And they even said, "Oh, your channel is against fundamentalists, right? Fundamentalism in religion." I said, "No, it's not. It's against the fundamentals of religion. It's not against religious fundamentalists. It's against the fundamentals of religion." I'll explain the difference. Everybody doesn't like a religious fundamentalist. Show me one Lubavitcher young man that someone comes to him for Shabbos and starts telling him what to do, even 1 inch, 1 iota, you'll see how we'll send them flying. Even one little discomfort, right? Even the Rebbe didn't tell the Chassidim how to be. The Rebbe didn't enforce tznius. The Rebbe knew that you don't do that. People don't come there for that. They come to religion to get their comfort and their mushy feelings about magic and things like that. So she said, she had that wrong. I didn't come to get it to be. You want to become a celebrity? You dance? No, I'm already a celebrity. So I took that achrayus that I have, and I danced with her to break that taboo. That's a bunch of nonsense. That's number one. Then she says, "This woman is mental." So I was thinking about this beautiful hospital here, one of the most modern hospitals. And this woman uses the word, she learned it on the street. She didn't learn this word in any academic forum. What does it mean, mental health? The woman who takes the Rebbe literally is not mentally, has zero mental problems, zero. So she attacked the fact that she's promiscuous maybe, and she, you know, in our society, if a man came to a Chabad house and a very traditional shliach saw him and he came with 3 or 4 women just accompanying him, and they're his friends, so to speak, and you know, whatever it is, so they look at the man with respect. He's a gvir. That's a gvir. But if a woman came, if a woman has more than one lover and she gets to whatever, alternate and stuff like that and more, then she's a slut. This is your, so again, this is how the society gets their info. So she attacked the woman, and number one, it's her private life. That's none of my business. The only thing I had in common with her was that she's a forward-thinking meshachist, and I'm like this Lubavitcher that wants to give the Chassidim exactly what the Jews in the Chabad houses in all the modern cities are getting, right? A little bit of that freedom. So she attacked her, that she used the F word. She F's anybody she wants, anybody. She doesn't F anybody. If you have bad breath, I'm sure she'll be selective. But probably and this woman thinks that I don't see right through her, that she wishes she had that luxury. Of course, I understand that. So, this is too dark. I don't want to go for it. I'll wait for some light. Part 2. So the woman attacking Sarah Kanevsky's behavior says she's mental. So I realized that it's a word she learned on the street. She knows nothing about mental health. Sarah's very healthy. It's just that she's angry and she can't articulate what the matter is. But if we can't go by human reason, what could we go by, right? How could we? if one person can't speak to the other by reason, what are you going to go by? Faith? Everyone has their faith. I have my faith, you have your faith. Everybody has a different level of faith. So she's a Moroccan Lubavitch woman. There were Moroccans dancing right near us, men and women together. So that issue was resolved. She called some names, very terrible insults, all because a woman was dancing arm in arm as a Hasidic rikud. This was not some type of French dance, of some slow dance or some salsa. This was a Hasidic rikud, arm in arm, with a woman that we believe in Mashiach's times the dam nida doesn't exist anymore. This was the question of the briske bachrim. Is she islandist? Does she have nida on her? It was kind of funny comedy for those people who are not religious, but for someone who actually believes in this stuff, and the boys right away admitted, and they said this whole tznius thing is not really from Judaism, it's just from Chazal, and it doesn't mean Chazal started it. It could be, oh, that's a beautiful bar, I love that. It's called Father's Office. It doesn't mean that Chazal started it. It means the era of Chazal is when Chazal were ruling on tznius. But you have to understand, the only thing that halacha recognizes about a woman is the fact that she could produce. That is the diyun of halacha about women, the veses. Other than that, halacha knows nothing. Could the woman be a scientist? Could the woman be a prophet? If a woman could be a shofetet, a judge, and she could be a prophet, a neviah, so could she be a rabbi? Is this some type of joke? So the dancing was a chassidus rikud with a woman. So you didn't have a penis, right? But you hold arm in arm like they're doing right now, crossing the street, arm in arm. Yeah. And that was the dance. And this woman got so angry, and of course she wants to shtup like a rabbit, but she can't admit it, so she's bothered inside. And this happens from years of not talking and teasing out these philosophical questions and knowing what is and what is not. Because it's not, none of this stuff is rocket science. None of this stuff is deep thinker. I'm not giving out deep thoughts. This is not some deep meditation. This is the basics. You go to a modern community, people are healthy, people behave this way. If you don't like it, what can I tell you? I can't tell you anything. But if you want to insult somebody, that's a whole different story. If you don't like it, I get it. You don't like it and you don't want to tell me why. Like a little kid that's angry and the mother says, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "Eh." But what's the matter? Doesn't want to say, so you're a parent, so you have to deal with that. You need the patience. But if you don't like something, that's not the law. Thank you for watching Sheni L'Chamishi. Check this out. I'm going to stop the camera right while without hands. Oh, there's a... Let's go to Intermix, let's go to James, let's go to this, let's go to that, let's get this, let's buy this.